Hi, I'm Kylie. Welcome to my story time. We're gonna be talking about some shitty guys that got shittier after high school. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna make origami cranes because my best friend wants a bunch of them for Christmas. So I'm making like 25 origami cranes. Okay, so story time. I don't even know how to start this story. When I was in high school, I was super dorky, like really, really self-conscious, and like only hung out with the art kids and kind of stuck to myself, except for my best friends. Nothing wrong with that. I'm happy that I had, my 5 really close friends rather than 30 acquaintances, but at the time, I wasn't very popular, so I didn't get a lot of attention from guys, which whatever. But yeah, after high school, I kind of figured myself out and got a lot more confident, started working out and taking care of myself, and honestly, just the confidence, was what changed everything, because I started dressing more how I wanted to dress instead of how other people wanted me to dress, and doing my hair however I wanted, and I changed a lot. So this story, I have to go back before high school for this story to start. So I used to live on this street in the suburbs, and I used to babysit for the family across from me. I'm gonna make up a couple names, so let's do Bob, Frank, and Benji. Were the 3 boys that lived across the street. Bob was in my grade, Frank was in my brother's grade, and Benji was really little. So I obviously didn't babysit for Bob, but I babysat for Frank and Benji. Bob and I were friends until it wasn't cool for girls and guys to be friends anymore, so in 6th grade. So flash forward to high school, didn't really talk to any of them. I stopped babysitting them, the kids were too old for me to babysit. And they moved just to a different street, so it just didn't make sense anymore. Nothing really happened in high school between any of us because, our moms were friends, but that was kind of it, only contact that we ever had. So flash forward to after high school, I don't know, maybe half a year after graduation, Bob, the boy from my grade, started messaging me pretty often, and every time he messaged me, he'd be like, hey, we should catch up, why don't we hang out sometime? And me, being way too nice and naive, would always say, yeah, sure, let's meet up for coffee, because I still knew what was up with guys and what they think. Not all guys, just putting that out there, but this specific guy, because I've heard other rumors about him, and I know he's a little bit sleazy, and pressures girls. He's just creepy. So I was we can grab coffee because we used to be friends and our moms are still friends, and I used to babysit your 2 little brothers and I loved them. So he would always kind of be like, oh no, I meant let's hang out right now, but he was messaging me at 11 p.m. and I'd be like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. And then, so he would do that. He did that for a month, just, once a week messaging me, stuff like that at weird hours of the night. And finally one day I was like, nope, not gonna do it. He's like, okay, that's fine, whatever. Can I add you on Snapchat so we can talk easier? And I, again, was being way too nice. I was like, sure, whatever. Sent him my Snapchat username. Second he got it, unsolicited dick pic. Quickly blocked and deleted him off everything, and kind of forgot about it, went on with my life. And then I think it was about 6 months later, it was not that long after, his little brother Frank messaged me on Instagram, and he had just found my Instagram, and I was like, oh my gosh, Frank, it's so good to see you, it's so good to hear from you, how are you doing, how did high school treat you, what's going on? I think he maybe was in senior year at that point. I don't know. It was whatever. And, he was messaging me on Instagram. He's like, yeah, it's good. We haven't talked in forever. I can't believe you used to babysit me. That's so crazy. It's like, I know. It's, now we're both adults and both 18 or over 18 or whatever. It's like, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? And he's like, yeah, it is. He's like, hey, we should. And he had always been like the sweetest kid, so I didn't think anything of it. And he's like, hey, can I please add you on on Snapchat? I'm barely on Instagram. I was like, yeah, of course, not a problem. Gave him my Snapchat. First thing he sent me, unsolicited dick pic. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I guess that would be for his parents. His parents are lovely. Whatever. His brother clearly taught him some shit. So my instant response was, wow, you are as small and pathetic as your brother. And then I waited until he saw that message and quickly deleted and blocked him on everything. I made it green. Sorry. Okay. And so I told my mom about all this because I tell her everything. And she knew these boys since they were, little. So I was in 3rd grade. So, years. And she's good friends with the mom. So I told my mom, and we were having a little bit of wine together. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe they both did that. How disgusting. And so she messages their mother and was like, I just want to warn you that both of your boys have done this and you should save Benji before he does something like this, because Benji was like the sweetest out of the 3. And I don't really know what ensued after that, but I do know that Benji went to military school. I'm hoping that wasn't my fault, but at the same time, if you're watching this, just learn to treat women better, because, it might come back to bite you in the butt, and even if it doesn't, it should. Whatever. I have a bunch of weird, crazy high school stories and traveling stories and just stories in general. So I will probably be doing more story times, maybe more cranes, yeah. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.